Let's look at an example where we have a rectangle instead of a square, because a rectangle is a more complex figure. And let's also look at an example that's a reduction instead of an increase. We have a towel that shrunk 10% when it was washed. The area of the towel was reduced by what percent? Provide an example of the before and after dimensions of the towel. Okay, so we'll start with a towel that is 50 centimeters wide and 100 centimeters long. Okay, so 50 times 100 is equal to 5,000 square centimeters. Okay, so what does our shrunk towel look like? We'll take 10% off of the width. So this is 5 and this is 45. We've just shaved 10% off here. Okay, and we're going to take 10% off of the length. And so this becomes 10, because that's 10% of 100, and this is 90 centimeters. So we'll just, our smaller towel is represented by 45 times 90. Okay, so 45 times 90 equals 4,050. Okay, so what does that represent? 5,000 is our original amount. Okay, and 4,050 is our subsequent amount. So we're going to see what percent we lost. 4,050 is equal to 0.81 of 5,000, or 81%. So what does that mean? Because 0.9 times 0.9 equals 0.81, then basically by losing 10%, we've lost 19% of the area, because 100 minus 0.81 is equal to 0.19. We've lost 0.19 of the area. Okay, how about perimeter? 45 plus 45 plus 90 plus 90 equals 200, drum roll please, 270. Compare that to our original perimeter of 50 plus 50 plus 100 plus 100, which gave us 300. And 270 divided by 300 is the same as 0.9 or 90%. Okay, so by taking 10% off of the towel, we lose 10% of the perimeter, but we lose 19% of the area. Let's see if the same thing works and the same numbers hold if we use different numbers. 100 and 300 are different proportions than 50 and 100 were to each other. Let's see if the numbers work. Okay, so if we shave 10% off here and 10% off here, okay, then we have a towel which is now 90 on one side, and we take 10% off of 300 and we have 270 on another side. Maybe this is a beach towel. It's a totally different shape. So what do we have? Well, the original area is going to be 100 times 300, which is going to be, let's see, 30,000 square centimeters, or whatever units of measure we want. Okay, and the new amount with the 10% discount is 24,300. Okay, how do those numbers compare? Okay, 24,300 divided by 30,000 equals 81%, or 0.81. So the relationship remains the same. So basically, this is if this is x, if the original amount is x and this is y, then this side is going to be 0.9 of x, and this is going to be 0.9 of y with the new dimensions. And so basically, where our first beach towel before shrinkage had an area of x times y, our shrunk beach towel has an area of 0.81, because 0.9 times 0.9 is 0.81 times x times y. So 81% of x, y.